that promised love would never age. But the ink is fading like a ghost in the sun. The words we wrote are coming undone. Your touch was the quill that filled my soul. Now it's dry and cracked where it used to be whole. The letters blur as the days drift by. A love once bold now whispers goodbye. Fading ink on a paper heart, tearing apart what we thought was art. Our masterpiece is losing its hue. Fading ink is all that's left of me and you. Each line we penned was a vow to stay. Now the parchment crumbles and blows away. The promises smear with the tears we hide. Our love's a poem that's lost its pride. The pen's run dry, but I still hold on, tracing the shadows of what's long gone. The script of us is a fading song, a fleeting echo. Where we went Fading ink on a paper heart, tearing apart what we thought was art. Our masterpiece is losing its hue. Fading ink is all that's left of me and you. I found your words in a tattered book. Every line a memory I can't overlook. The ink is smudged where your tears once fell. In this story of us, you can barely tell. Pages of us scattered on the floor, a diary of love we don't write anymore. Every chapter ends with a broken line, and I can't rewrite what we left behind. Your voice lingers between the folds, whispering truths I was scared to hold. Each scribbled thought is a wound that stings, but it's the silence now that cuts and clings. Pages of us scattered on the floor. A diary of love we don't write anymore. Every chapter ends with a broken line, and I can't rewrite what we left behind. The binding's torn, but I read it still, tracing the words where time stood still. I flipped through the pain and the fleeting highs, a story of love that war thin disguises. Pages of us scattered on the floor. A diary of love we don't write anymore. Every chapter ends with a broken line, and I can't rewrite what we left behind. A candle flickers soft and shy. Its light dances, but can't deny. The wind may whisper low and thin, but love still burns deep within. The shadows sway on the old brick wall, a fragile flame, but it won't fall. The breeze can try to dim its glow, yet love persists through every blow. Oh, like a candle in the wind, our love bends but never gives in. The flame of us will not subside. The wax may drip, the wick may lean, but in its glow there's something keen, a stubborn light that won't let go. Through darkest nights it still will show. The world may howl, the storm may rise, but in your eyes the fire lies. No gale can snuff what we defend. Our love's a flame that will not end. Oh, like a candle in the wind, our love bends but never gives in. Through every gust, through every tide, my heart sang a tune. Your eyes spoke secrets I wasn't ready to hear. The timing was wrong, but you stood so near. Too early, too late, love's cruel twist of fate, caught in the tides of what we can't create. A moment too soon or a lifetime too late. We're the story the stars couldn't translate. Years pass by like a runaway train. I saw you again, but the spark felt the same. You smiled like the sun had never set. My hands were tied by a past I regret. Oh, time and you thief, you slippery foe. Why do you dance where we can't go? You mark our hearts with a bittersweet song, a love so right, but the moment's so wrong. Too early, too late, love's cruel twist of fate, caught in the tides of what we can't create. A moment too soon or a lifetime too late. We're the story the stars couldn't translate. Now I stand where the crossroads meet. Your shadow lingers on every street. If love is a book, then our page was torn. A chapter unfinished, a heart still warm. I walked through a street that glowed with gold. The air was warm, but felt so cold. Your voice was there, but you were not. A shadowed echo I forgot. It felt so real, it burned my skin. A world of lies I lived within. I reached for you, you slipped away. A dream where love began to fray. stood still. The sky turned red. I heard you laugh inside my head. I called your name, it broke the night, but you were gone like stolen light. It felt so real, it burned my skin. A world alive, I lived within. I reached for you, you slipped away. A dream where love began to fray.
Spring was a spark in the dark of the night. We bloomed in the warmth, everything felt right. Your laugh was the sun and I chased it around. The petals fall softly when they hit the ground. Summer was fire burning too hot to hold. The nights got too heavy, the stories too bold. We danced on the edge where the sand meets the sea, but the waves pulled you farther away from me. Seasons shift and hearts do too. What once was vibrant fades from view. We grow, we change like leaves on trees. The seasons of us fall with the breeze. Autumn came quiet like a whispered goodbye. The air turned to frost and I stopped asking why. Your touch was a ghost, your words turned to stone. I felt the leaves crumble when I stood alone. Winter froze over what we couldn't repair. The silence was louder than I could bear. Your shadow was cold, your smile out of reach. The snow-covered footprints we left on the beach. Seasons shift and hearts do too. What once was vibrant fades from view. We grow, we change like leaves
tracks laid down a path of no return, left my heart in the smoke and the train won't wait. No, it can't stand still. Love on a schedule, bound by will. I reached too late, watched it fade from me. The train took you, and it took me too. Your suitcase heavy, but your mind was set. Clock's cruel tick, a love. My feet were running, but time ran faster. Each mile a chapter of a silent disaster. The train won't wait. No, it can't stand still. Love on a schedule, bound by will. I reached too late, watched it fade from you. That train took you, and it took me too. The tracks hum softly, a ghostly sound, echoes of promises. Nowhere bound, I yell your name, but the wind replies the train is gone, and the heart complies. Now I sit by the station, the platform bare, a place of waiting, but you're not there. The rails stretch on like lines of regret, a love departed I can't forget. You don't love me like you used to. Your eyes don't spark like they once did. Silent words fill the spaces now, echoes of a love that hid. Was it the nights that lasted too long, or the mornings walked out that door. We built a castle out of broken dreams, but every stone was cracked, it seems. Now the walls crumble with a sigh, and I'm left asking why. Was it the nights that lasted too long, or the mornings that felt so wrong? I can't find you in this room anymore. The heart I knew walked out that door. I'm screaming at ghosts that don't reply, chasing shadows under the sky. But the truth cuts deeper than the pain. You and I will never be the same. Was it the nights that lasted too long, or the mornings that felt so wrong? I can't find you in this room anymore. The heart I knew walked out that door. Fingers trace the cracked old screen, ghosts of words where love had been, memories hide in pixel light, shadows dance in the dead of night. Your name still burns when it appears, every word whispers through the years, unread messages that I can't send, a story that will never end. I can't delete what we once made. Each line's a scar that will not fade, a digital graveyard in my hand, holding on to where we used to stand. You said forever, but here I am, scrolling through a broken plan. Each I love you cuts like glass in this museum of the past. Delete is just a lie we tell, but memories won't bid farewell. They're locked inside this fragile shell, a heaven where we also fell. I can't delete what we once made. Each line's a scar
This is our last dance, baby. Last dance. Oh, feel the goodbye in every step we go. Hold me tight and don't let it show. This is our last dance, baby. Last the vows they speak, they're not our own. We're standing here, but we're so alone. One more spin, let's make it right before we fade into the night. This is our last dance, baby. Last dance. Oh, feel the goodbye in every step we go. Hold me tight and don't let it show. This is our last dance, baby. Last
The letters blur, they start to bleed. Promises fade like a wilted seed. Our story's written in a fragile line. Fading ink whispers we're out of time. Fading ink on the page. Love once bright, now disengaged. Every stroke a ghostly trace. Our love dissolves without a face. Shakes the paper phrase. Words we wrote now drift away. Every sentence starts to bend. A tale that struggles to pretend. Dry, the well is spent. The script we built was heaven sent, but now it cracks like brittle glass. Our love's a shadow of the past. Fading love once bright, now disengaged. Every stroke a ghostly trace. Our love dissolves without a face. The book will close, the pen will rest. Fading ink put us to the test, but through the smudges I still see the ghost of what you meant. press play on your voice tonight, filling the silence with your light. Every word's a fragile thread tied to the echoes of what you said. Say forever in this little machine, a time capsule of what might have been. Your last goodbye I can't erase, a voicemail left but not replaced. The crack in your tone, the pause in your breath, whispers of love and a touch of regret. I hold it close, though it hurts to hear. Your words are gone, but they're still so near. Say forever in this little machine, a time capsule of what might have been. Your last goodbye I can't erase, a voicemail left but not replaced. I wish I could end